Hello everyone, 안녕하세요. I'm Ann.
I'm Jay.
And we're AnnJay Studio. Welcome to Car Story.
Bubu Review.
Today we have an all-new 2019 Audi A6. The Audi A6 was fully redesigned in 2019. This 2019 A6 is not out in Korea yet, but we think it's coming soon. Let's see how this compares to the BMW 5 Series and Benz E-Class.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go.
Let's go.
This 2019 Audi A6 has a 55 TFSI 3.0 turbo V6 engine.
It's mild hybrid, so it has a 48-volt battery in it, so it'll have better fuel efficiency. This 2019 A6 has the same powertrain as A7. A7 had a 3.0 turbo, right?
Yeah.
This is lower segment, but it still has the same powerful powertrain. We're gonna drive it a little later, right?
But first, let's take a 360 view and check out all these new designs. This is a Premium Plus, which is the middle trim of the A6. It also has the S-Line package. All of the 2019 A6s have a new grille design. It's a lot wider and bigger than last year's A6.
The previous A6 had a way narrower grille that looked quite longer than this grille. I think I like this bigger, wider grille more.
It's really sporty and kind of aggressive. The air intake cuts in below it. It's a nice shape here and it makes the grille look even bigger. You've also got really dynamic air intakes on the side and a chrome trim around them.
I like the bottom trim a lot because you see lots of layers. It makes more complex design. But last generation I didn't really like Audi because it looked too simple.
Right.
And it's too roundy. Right? But this one has lots of sharp edges.
Lots of sharp angles that make it look aggressive, like I said.
Yeah.
This has matrix LED lights as well in this trim. They're really thin.
It looks a little bit like a sci-fi mechanic sort of design. It is really pretty, but if you see the higher segments like A7 and Q8, it has more design factors in it. So this one's a little simpler than them. Well, I still like it, but it could have been better.
The hood has a couple of lines to give it a little bit of a nice shape. Moving around to the side, what really sets this 2019 A6 apart is all these sporty body lines going across the side. Makes it look like it's moving really fast. Especially
on the shoulder, there are two lines. The top line goes all the way across the body. I really like this.
Yeah, these lines make really nice curves across the body.
And also, this one has an S-Line package.
Right.
But we saw S-Line package on Q8. It used a lot of high gloss plastic for the trim instead of a chrome metallic accents. But this guy has S-Line package, but still it used metallic chrome a trim. So I don't really like it. And also, one thing I really noticed is this bumper line. This is not really part of the exhaust. This is not part of diffuser, but it has somehow this two-layer line. It really makes the side of the A6 really pretty.
Mid-trim and above has these power folding, heated side mirrors.
Door handle, it's really simple and nice shape. But the thing is, they put a little bit of it's a button. Okay, I didn't know. So they carved in little.
Ooh.
I know, but I don't like it. It seems like it should be something, but they forgot to put it.
I disagree. A lot of cars have a big chrome square button here, and I think that's really ugly. This is really subtle, kind of blends in, but you can tell something's there. So I think that's nice. One thing I really like about Audi is their wheel design. These 5-spoke 19-inch wheels come standard on all trims of the A6. There's also a 20-inch wheel option.
This one has metallic silver and black together, sort of gray, so that makes it more sporty.
This brings us around to the rear. The biggest change with the rear design is this chrome bar going across the back. connecting the rear tail lights.
I saw A8, a new A8 at the dealer shop,
Uh-huh.
but I think A6 has the best rear design. It's really trendy to connect two tail lights together with the light, but they did a really good job. It comes in like really deep into the tail light.
The other thing I really like about the rear are these body lines come around and create a nice wide shoulder.
That's exactly what I talked about when I reviewed Q8. This line makes like wider shoulder, right? Really sporty and cool looking.
Moving on down to the muffler, you can see these lines in the back too. Really sets it apart.
This generation of Audi has like a more complex design features, but I think they put way more effort on the bottom of the vehicle.
And then of course, this is fake. But it does look nice to have a little chrome accent here, so I don't mind.
Definitely. Volkswagen Group, they have really keen ability to make the light design.
The tail lights are animated. Let's see what the A6 has to work with in terms of trunk space.
That's good English.
So it automatically opens all the way to the top. I don't think you can set it to a different height, can you?
No.
It's a pretty spacious trunk. It looks like you could fit easily 2 medium-sized, maybe a big and medium-sized suitcase in here.
As you can see, it's really deep. Want
Yeah.
to see how deep it is? I'll show it.
It is.
How much I can...
Yeah, so all the way up to his knees. I guess that's a pretty good size. Yeah, you're 5'7", so...
170 centimeters, yeah.
Otherwise, there's not too many features to speak of. Looks like there's some hooks in the bottom, so you could tie something down. 4 hooks. Got a net on the side to hold things in. 12-volt plug and spare tire. This is kind of cool. You can latch that onto the lip of the trunk.
Yes. The thing is, like, there's no space under the floor. So lots of OEMs, they make some, space for
Right.
groceries, but they have zero.
The other thing is there's no handle. This is a handle, but it's hard to get enough grip to get it to close. So
Yeah.
it's like you have to touch the outside to get it to close. That's unfortunate
Yeah.
because it gets dirty.
I know. No one wants to touch the body except me, but...
Coming inside the 2019 A6 is really cool. This is what a luxury car should be like, as far as I'm concerned. You've got 3 really big screens. The virtual cockpit is 12.3 inches, and then you've got dual touch screens. The top one is 10.1 inches, and the bottom one is 8.6 inches. On top, you've got your standard infotainment system, radio, navigation, settings, all the usual things. And on the bottom, you've got your HVAC controls.
So even the smallest screen is 8.6
Right.
inches, right? That is even bigger than lots of like non-luxury cars.
This newer generation of Audi MMI has haptic feedback. So when you push a button, you can feel it.
Don't do the radio like I always do.
So if you're driving, you don't want to look too hard at where you're clicking, you can feel it. It's
can
really
feel.
natural.
Even the sound is very like refreshing.
Yes.
That is very poppy. I like it.
It sounds like an actual button, and the feedback is awesome. It's as good as a smartphone.
When you slide the screen, it just like senses your touch. But actually, if you want to press the button, you have to put pressure on it. So if you just touch it, it won't recognize it. But that is really safe because when you're driving, if you like accidentally touch a lot of buttons, right? That secures where exactly you press. So also when you control the HVAC control, it can also slide. So this is actually a multi-touch. So when you control your temperature, I can control my temperature as well.
Yeah.
And this is
and
a very cool.
We can also sync them
Mm-hmm.
and control both at the same time.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's cool.
Yep, we've got heated seats, no ventilated seats with this package. It's heated steering wheel.
Yeah. One thing I don't like, I need to check, but somehow I try to change the driving mode, and then there's no dial or any physical button to do it. You change your driving mode when you drive. You have to get into the infotainment system, and then you have to find it. There is like drive select, and then you have to go to change the drive modes. And it is a little inconvenient, and it might lead to the safety issue.
Audi's MMI infotainment system has a really cool feature. you can write where you want to go. Coffee.
BIGGBY.
I think that's a lot more fun than typing.
It is.
The steering wheel design is really luxurious. You've got leather, black and chrome accents, and this embossed Audi logo. I really like the design and the shape. It's really comfortable and it makes me feel like I'm driving a luxury car. Yeah, you've got some key controls on your steering wheel. It looks like to use your phone and then to control this 12.3-inch virtual cockpit screen. There's a lot of options with the virtual cockpit and you can see a lot of details on this big screen.
I really love a virtual cockpit. Maybe some people still like the physical clusters because it might be more classy or more sporty. Now the vehicles have lots of sensors and cameras, a lot of features, and then the virtual cockpit is the place you look at where you're driving, right? I want it to show as much information as possible. You don't really want to look at the infotainment system screen, and then you can see it has lane keeping system.
Looking at the overall design of the interior, you've got some really nice materials.
Yeah,
really
there's leather.
Luxury. Leather dash, contrast stitching here. There's a wood inlay and chrome accents.
As I talked about this wood panels, it looks a little old. You know.
Yeah, actually the wood panels kind of look like something I would expect to see in a grandpa's car.
It's just really contrasting to this panel. This panel is like really futuristic. The vent line is really cool.
Yeah.
So this looks more sporty and a little classy too.
Coming down to the center console, you have more of the wood inlays. It does make it look really high-end. Gear stick is wide and kind of flat.
That's really grabby though. Yeah.
Grip. The cup holders look small, but they held our water bottles
no
really
problem.
well.
Yeah.
So you've got a 12 volt.
That's a cover. Somehow they designed it all like, and in the back seat as well. This 12-volt plug is really luxurious.
Or in the middle of the cup holders, it looks like the perfect spot for your key.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. One thing I want to talk about this like electric gear shifter. It doesn't really have to have this cover though. It is a very luxurious feeling leather cover, but it's not really necessary. They put it here. It makes a little this Audi interior older.
Okay, let's see what kind of storage we have.
Yeah.
What?
Yep, it has almost nothing.
There's actually nothing here. It's only this deep. But you do have your wireless charger, and it's also a signal booster. You've got a slot for an SD card and 2 USBs. No USB-C.
Yeah, I think like transmission and drivetrain designs like really far back. That's why we don't have any storage, but we'll see more problem back seat.
The back seat has plenty of space.
Yeah,
leg room,
like,
even height. Yeah. Wow.
The roof is a little carved in for more headroom, so we're kind of like short people. But I think this has no problem.
For going up to 6 feet, I would say.
Yeah, taller than 6 feet.
The rear seat's also leather. It feels really nice, and you've got really nice headrests in all 3 seats, even the middle.
But it's not controllable. You can't control the seat
at
all, and then there's no sunshade.
Right.
On a window. Good thing is Audi knows how to design rear HVAC controls. So they did really a fancy looking console in the center, but it is not as luxurious as A7 or Q8. Q8 and A7 had a touchscreen panel. Yeah,
this just has physical buttons. This has a special package with heated rear seats, but not all of the vehicles come with that. And you've got 2 USB ports back here as well, and a 12 volt with an equally fancy cover.
But the problem is this one, the back seat is made for 3 people, but the shaft tunnel is really high, and it's thick as well. There's no way that you can put foot on the center tunnel. I don't like it. But A7 and Q8, they had B-pillar HVAC vents.
That was
I think it's luxury design, but A6 it does not have it.
Nope, just the 2 vents here.
Yeah, 2 vents here, so like only one's on.
I like the back seat a lot. I just don't like the pockets. They're knit. That makes
it looks a little cheap.
It looks cheap to me. I'm not a fan of the net pocket. Got a center pull down.
Armrest. I
Center
love
armrest. Oh.
I love their like center armrest cup holders.
Yeah, the cup holders are cool.
Yeah, and then there's more storage. Good. Also, I don't know if there is like other option to have like really panorama sunroof, but this one has only like front seat.
Yeah, it's a little short.
Yeah, front seat sunroof.
We're about to take the Audi A6 for a test drive. If you want to see our test drive video, there will be a link underneath this video. Overall, I'd say this is a good option if you're looking for a luxury sedan that can comfortably fit 4 people with plenty of space. It's got a few sporty touches.
I definitely didn't like Audi design before because it was so roundy and there was nothing sharp. But this one, this only has S-line package, but it looks very, very sporty and sharp. And also I like the big grills because this is very trendy on the market. Big grill and the thin eyes. This follows the trends.
When it comes to pricing, your base model 2019 A6 starts at $58,900. That's about $5,000 higher than the BMW 5 Series and Benz E-Class. The middle trim like this is $62,700, going up to the highest trim, which is $67,100. The highest trim with all the packages, you're getting close to $80,000, so it's not cheap.
Yeah, it is very expensive, but also we're looking at the 55 TFSI. So it has like a 3-liter turbo, which is very, high performance. So I think it's worth the money.
Yeah. This has been our first car story review, but we can't wait to bring you more car videos, so make sure you like and subscribe.
Today was the hottest day. We risked our lives to do it, so you better subscribe.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching our video. 감사합니다.
Bye-bye.
Bye.